I'm sorry. I saw that sentry. Also, sorry for the stream crashing. Although I'm sure you're used to it by now. My internet. I'm not sure it's my internet if it's just the fact that streaming hates me all the time. My internet is probably not the best, though, no. Considering I was going for like 3 hours, it's probably, yeah. I should probably expect it to. Wish I could play, but I can technically. I don't know what you mean, Gecko. I didn't understand that was the task. Leave me alone. Oh. Yeah. So we just meant like this. I think you understand now, but like just in case you don't, obviously just let me know. But each mech has to have different weapons. Nice stream crash, though we're used to it. Look, I know. Stop. Wouldn't be a Ruffles stream without a nice little crash in it. I got it now after the sussiness. Okay. Okay, fair enough. So we're gonna try that again. Damn, I don't remember what exactly I said last time for the rules. You got Shotgun 8 and Zephyr. Nice. Those are both very good. Okay. This might be the last one, considering things are going down. There we go. Gotta pull. So hold on. Let me put the AJEPW. Got it. So I think I'll choose the map this time because that one was like very much a sniper map. So anybody with good snipers is probably gonna do better than anybody who had like other good builds, but not necessarily a good sniper. Considering you only get one weapon to choose from. Want to see my hanger after like 6 months of hanger review? Of no hanger review, I think you mean? Yes. It hasn't been that long. It's probably been like, what, 3 months at most? Probably closer to 2. Brillo, we're all alone. Nobody wants to do it. I don't necessarily want a 1v1 Brillo. It sounds like an awful idea on my part. So lonely. Sadscape. Bad mod, Spiky. Spiky's not a mod. Lonescape. It's a good one. Wonder what a lonescape would look like. Spiky. Alright. Who else is coming in? Come on, boys. It's gonna be the last one. And who even knows? Who even knows when the next time I'm gonna be doing customs is? So, come on. Hello, Gecko. It's not Discord. Anything, anywhere could be Discord, Spiky. You don't have to be on Discord to Sadscape. Oh! I can do it! Finally! Found out where my emojis are. Sadscape. Oh, Spiky. Yeah, sorry, it's taking a little bit. Oh, okay, here's Joker. Here's Joker. You're gonna arrange your hanger? Okay, Gecko. I figured you did that before joining, but I guess not. So if Spiky comes back, then Gecko should be able to be on my team and Spiky on their team, and that should more or less even it out. When I saw your Orion build, I thought, seriously? It's actually not that bad, Joker. Believe it or not, when you add, like, when you more than double your damage, you can choose crap builds, and it still works out for you. Spiky, where you at? Ah, damn it. We can give Gecko to Brillo if Spiky's not coming, but I have no idea if he is or not. Alright, Gecko switch. We'll assume that Spiky's not coming back, because he did not say anything. Oh, Brillo. My Discord server's in the description. I don't know if you're... Okay, I wasn't sure if you were listening or not. I guess this was the problem, yeah. Wait, okay, there's Spiky, but where did Joker go? So 2v2 or what? I don't know what's going on anymore. Spiky, are we waiting for Joker? Gecko switch to the other team. Oh, wait, no, never mind. That should be good, actually. Let's do a 5v5 on Doc. Yeah, well, no, because people then just like stay in the spawn area and just like hide there the whole time. I don't really want to do that. Stacks. Sure. First time I'll be going live stream. Me, maybe next 6 months perhaps, or maybe a year for quality tech, college school. Maybe. Yeah, I definitely don't get to stream very often, but when I do, it's usually like the entire weekend I have available. Oh, oh god. Please, make it stop. Okay. Never mind. Face the wrath of VRPG. I really should have. I love how Steve is the one killing me, but Brillo keeps stealing his kills. Weird. Ah! Good. One kill off. I see him, but there's not a lot I can do. This is why disc launchers were made. To get people out from hiding. Oh, damn it. Ah. Good job. I love this hybrid thing that's going on right now, though. It's honestly pretty fantastic. These RPGs are not freaking bad. Jeff Spikey. I'll keep him suppressed. Oh, come on. Aha! Good job, Steve. Yay! Oh my gosh, this is really, really close. Like this is a damn close match. Guys, help me out. So close. look at me, Spiky. Look out for, Steve. Oh, he's over there. Never mind. Where's the last guy, though? Oh, here we go. I got you. Nice. Ow, damn it. I keep lagging a lot. In fact, my stream is probably gonna crash one of these times. Bruh. I keep lagging. Alright. I did very well with the Guardian, though. That was actually a decent build. GG, guys. I think the real takeaway from this is that if I want to win, I really just can't be using shit. It doesn't work. I want it to work, but it doesn't work. Okay. So, hold on. GG's, people. Yes. GG's to everyone. Okay, so we're gonna do hangar reviews, I guess. Amscon, hello. So anybody who wants me... Your nails are long. I don't understand what you're trying to say, Spiky. Okay. So if you want me to take a look at your hangar, please put your ID in the chat. And make sure that it doesn't have the custom hanger in it. So make sure it is what you would normally have it as. One, 1, 2, 2, 4, 9%. Avatar. Ooh. I've definitely gone against you a few times. The Disc Guardian is really good. This is very popular. I mean, screw kill shot, screw mortars, but it works, and I can't really argue that. I'd have to say you really want to get Surge and put it in here. With the exception of kill shot, your hangar speed is very low. So mortars are probably like a very big problem for you. And more than likely, as soon as someone spawns mortars, you're more or less forced to just immediately spawn your counter mortars. Because it's the only mech fast enough to get away from them, and it's the only mech that can actually, you know, do some damage without just getting immediately sacked, because you can stand in the back without getting detected. So chances are, this is basically your only hope against rocket mortar. Juggernaut should work decently, but you're really going to want to swap the Zephyr with Surge. And then when you do that, you're going to want to put the Arc Torrents on it. Arc Torrent is way better than Missile Rack for Surge, and Missile Rack is not bad at all for Juggernaut. It's a little bit better on Ares, so if you have a max Ares, that might be slightly better. But otherwise, Sniper, Panther, and Disc Guardian are both very good ideas. If you have Disc 12 and Stalker, I would very much recommend using disc stalker instead of, well, I mean, you could also use a 16 and an 8, I suppose. But I think stalker is the best disc launcher mech is what I'm trying to say. Guardian's very good, and obviously, you know, you don't have to use stalker, but like if you're trying to maximize your hanger, I would honestly have to say that disc launcher stalker is top tier. I mean, apart from that, you're probably hoping to get EM rifle at some point. But if that's not on your list, then I would definitely recommend that you put it on your list of things to get, because that'll make those on Panther would just ruin things. But not things for you, things for other people. Girlfriend's ID. Okay. 257 44451 44451. I love to see the numbers all in a row. Grav Beam Panther, I love it. Okay. So you could be getting more out of Guardian than Missile Rack, though that is a pretty good... Basically everything is max, oh my goodness. Disc Ares is really good. Again, you could get slightly more out of... Hold on, Joker. There you go. You could get slightly more out of Stalker than you could out of Ares, although Ares is also very, very good for it. Disc Launcher Tengu, unnecessary, I'd have to say. Because Tengu is very much an up-in-your-face type of mech. So you're going to want shotguns specifically. If you don't have shotguns, Arc Torrent or Missile Rack probably both work better. I have tried, personally, myself, Disc Launcher Tengu. It's not bad, and it's a little bit of a different playstyle, but I feel like the damage from Disc Launcher just simply, like, the Disc 8s particularly, is simply not enough to really justify Disc Launcher on Tengu. Y rating? Come on, bro, you know it's purely show off. Oh. Missile Racks on Zephyr would be really good. You need range, I think, is the main thing that you're missing here is range. I would say that grav beams on Guardian are very, very good. About just as good as Panther. But snipers are significantly better on Panther than they are on Guardian, at least late game. So I would consider putting Railgun or EM16, whichever one you have, or even like long arm 12s. I would consider putting snipers on Panther, the grav beams on Guardian, obviously swapping that out for Stalker if possible. Swapping this out for Surge, for sure, because Surge is... In my opinion, Surge is just the best mech at this point. After the buff, it's just gotten crazy powerful, and Arc Torrent Surge is really, really difficult to beat. Like, it's hard to get a better build than Arc Torrent Surge. But yeah, apart from this, like, this is a very solid hanger, don't get me wrong. But if this is like the only, like if you have a lot of other mechs and you just scroll through your mechs and scroll through your weapons and just use different things just for funsies, because you do have a lot of mech stuff, which you probably just kind of switch things around, then that's fine. And I'm all for just like trying different things and having fun with it. But in terms of like optimizing your hanger, if this is your main hanger, I would make those changes that I mentioned. Wanting to get Surge, waiting for Arc. One more level to max out Stalker, waiting for double copy Disc 12. Ooh. Yeah, that would be very good. Alright, so JW next. 008122. Brillo. The Master Kill Thief. I'm kidding. It's GG's. Disc Launcher Killshot is very good. It's up there in terms of like the best disc launcher builds. But of course, if you have Stalker, I would recommend swapping it out and then put the rocket mortars onto Killshot, because unfortunately that's just the way that the game is now. In terms of Zephyr, swapping that out for Surge would be a very worthwhile investment. Carbine has lost a lot of its value. You do have max ones and probably very good implants and things. Actually, maxing out majors should cost you only like a couple hundred A coins. So if you're not almost there in terms of experience, I'd just max them out, because you get your mech HP will go from 28% to 40%. Your weapon damage from 38% to 40%. Your assault weapon damage from 20% to I think 30%. And yeah, it scales really far after just from that last level. So I would definitely recommend that. Sniper Panther is very good. Obviously, you want to get EMs if you can at some point. I mean, you could put carbines on Killshot. Put Surge in here instead of Zephyr. And then put the disc launchers on Stalker if you have it. If you don't, I mean, Ares is also very good for disc launchers, so that's that. Assuming you don't have disc 16 or something. Then you could do that, and then you could put the rocket mortars. Honestly, the rocket mortars are probably better for Guardian than they are for Redux, because System Crash is a little more useful than the Caustic Blast. But I know a lot of people are leveling up their Redux because of the rumored Redux buff. Can I do something about mortars? I just get wrecked with those. Yeah. There are ways to deal with them. Primarily, you want fast mechs. So anything like Killshot and Surge and Shadow are all 29 kph, which I think translates to what, like 9 meters per second or something like that. And you definitely want stuff that's fast in order to like get away from mortars, and it's easier to do that at longer ranges. But also just playing around the cover, making sure that, you know, when you're pushing somebody and you know that there's mortars around, obviously you're not just like out in the open. You want to make sure that you have cover nearby. So if you see a mortar warning coming, you can get underneath it. Or, you know, if there's nothing around you except for like a wall, you want to put... it's hard for me to describe without being able to show you guys anything. Basically, you want to put the wall between yourself and the mortars, and then put your back against the wall. The wall, since it's sort of hot, like, you know, so long as it's at least a reasonable height, but even if it's just like one of those small barriers, the wall will block a couple of the missiles coming from the top from coming over and hitting you on that side of the building. And since you have your back to the wall, the game won't allow you to take back damage. So you will take less than half the amount of damage that you would normally take if you do that. I'll definitely accept your friend request, sir, if it lets me. Okay. But yes, I think I was done with you, bro. Fine. I don't think I forgot anything. Joker 57, 143, 86. No Stalker, waiting for event, saving for Disc Launcher 12. Fair enough. Redux buff idea, the damage you deal with Caustic Blast will get healed. Oh, like for allies? Like allies within it? That would be interesting, although it wouldn't be much of a Caustic Blast, now would it? Redox's placeholder, gotcha. Have to level up Stalker and Disc 16. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I don't really recommend, you can get away with it in the current meta, but I don't really recommend that people run two different Disc Launcher builds. Like, you could run Disc Launcher Stalker and Disc Launcher Guardian or Panther or something, but I don't really recommend that people do that. Because there are situations where Disc Launcher just doesn't really work that well. And, yeah, in those cases, your two best mechs are probably not great. Or at least, you know, having almost half your hangar not be in optimal conditions is not necessarily the best thing to deal with. Oh, you mean lifesteal? That's a bit like Stalker, I think. I mean, it wouldn't be bad. It wouldn't be a bad idea. I like the idea of, like, slow lifesteal, but, like, maybe a different mech and not Redux. No double Disc Launcher, I just have it. Okay. I mean, like I said, you can definitely get away with double Disc Launcher, and the meta will not punish you for it. Also, hello, Scape. But, yeah, I don't personally recommend it because there are situations where it's not going to do you very well. Shotgun Zephyr is a great idea. Railgun Panther, also good. Arc Torrent Killshot. Solid choice. Mortar Guardian, solid choice. Long Arm Ares. I mean, individually, Long Arm Ares is not a bad choice, but at the same time, you already have a sniper, which is just significantly better for sniping than Ares could ever be. Because your rank 3 long arms on an Ares are never going to compare to the Railgun Panther. So unless this is a placeholder for something else, I would very much recommend that you swap the long arms out for missile racks. Missile racks are more like quick close damage, which is something that you don't have a lot of apart from Killshot. And quick close damage is honestly, like, it is the best thing to do nowadays. So Missile Rack on Ares is very good too. So if you have Missile Rack 8s, you could just put 2 Missile Rack 8s on it, and I think that would probably do slightly better than the long arms that you got currently. Otherwise, everything else honestly looks fine. You definitely will get a lot of mileage out of Zephyr, but if I'm being honest, just leave it the way that it is. You feel free to level up the shotguns, because the shotguns will definitely be useful later. But you don't really need to increase Zephyr's energy capacity. So if I'm being honest, just leave it and wait until you can replace it with Surge. Because it will take a long time to save up for Surge, but it's definitely worth it. You're gonna keep pacing till your next Gecko. Okay, look, that's not how it works. We don't do cutscenes. Otherwise, everybody would do that. I gotta scroll all the way back. Jason. 351. It's gonna take a while to get through. But it's okay. 4288. 365. Super OP. I'm assuming you gave me the wrong ID. 3514288. Yeah, no. Well, if this is your ID, then it's amazing. Do you have a list set, Ruffles? When I did reviews, I had to. Gets out of hand. Oh. I should, man. I really should. I wish that there were ways, because, like, if they're, like, on Twitch or something, right? You could type, like, !join or something, and then it'll join you into a certain thing. And I could have people do that, and then just pull from the list that gets resulted from that. But I don't think there's anything like that for YouTube. And that's unfortunate. Few of you speedrunning the Shotgun Hate Derby event last minute. Well, I hope you get it. Because it's definitely worth getting. Girlfriend will apply on most of your suggestions, thanks. No worries. Glad people are willing to, actually listen to what I'm saying. And I do hope that it serves her well. Oh shit, I see Nihilist Escape as well? Yeah. I got the Shotgun 8 on my new alt account. It felt very reasonable to complete. Yeah, I think so. There were a few, really hard tasks, but honestly, you didn't even need to complete any of those. You could have skipped all of them, and you would have still just barely completed it. I'm just gonna just randomly saying karate for no reason. Let me see. So I did Jason and Joker. Hamscon is next. 10, 53, 70, 93. I probably could have just seen you in my, look for you in my friends list. It might have been faster, but who knows. Disc Launcher area is very solid. Shotgun Zephyr also very solid. At this level, Missile Rat Guardian, this should do pretty well. Jav Lancer, Arc Panther, you are missing range very, very badly. Using the shotguns isn't a bad idea. And having two close range builds is not horrible. But at the same time, considering everything that you have, you probably should just choose one or the other. Because this is probably the best build that you're going to get for Guardian, right? You're going to want to use your Missile Racks if you have the 12, because that'll be really good. Disc Launcher is basically a must, and you have them at rank 5, so that's going to be really good. You're really your only decent option for Lancer is Javelin Rack. You could try to throw on an Arc 12 for no reason, but that's probably not going to work out for you. Shotgun Zephyr is good, and Arc Panther is also good, but one of them is probably going to have, you're going to want to throw snipers onto Panther, I think. Unless you want to put the EM6s on Lancer, which I think you do have EM6. So you could put double EM6s on Lancer, and that might actually work. I have no idea, but that might actually work. Yeah, you can skip the hard ones. We're only been able to do one finish the day 6. Good stuff. I actually like the way they did it. Yeah, agreed. I think in terms of derby events, their derby events are always reasonable. Their Acoin events, no, not really. And I mean, sure, they used to be 4,000 in order to get everything, and now they're 7,000, 8,000, up to 10,000. But I mean, even for Disc 16, that wasn't a bad price for Disc 16. If they put it in the progress path, it probably would have been 9,000, 10,000. My only complaint was that it was rank 3 and not rank 5. Otherwise, that would have actually been a reasonable Acoin event. But I mean, they're getting there, I guess. So I paste my ID here and Ruffles reviews it. Yes, indeed. Spell the streamer's name on your very first interaction. Why don't you? No worries. Time to do a little trolling. I'm gonna put EM Lancer BRB. Oh, okay. I've done dual EM6s on Lancer. Mine are only 4-star, which is slightly below my level. Felt weak, wanted to try it when higher, of course. Oh, yeah. I mean, I think Lancer had it, and since most of his stuff is, rank 3, rank 4, it started at rank 2 when he got it, I think, so it might not be bad. Comparatively, it might not be bad. And Lancer as a sniper is actually not the worst. I have been fairly impressed with how well Lancer deals as a sniper. Anchor, I did not miss yours. I was going in order, I think. I mean, maybe I missed yours. I did Prince, Nihilist, JW, Joker, Jason, Hamscon. Spiky, you're gonna make me look for you in my list? It's kind of mean. Spiky, spiky, spiky. Here we go. Mortar kill shot. Unfortunate, but it is effective. Disc Juggernaut. I like it. I like it. You're going to want to put the disc launcher on Stalker once you max Stalker. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Arc Torrent Stalker is really good. But I think Disc Launcher Stalker is better than Arc Torrent. And I think Arc Torrent Juggernaut is better than Disc Launcher. So I think overall you'll just get very good value out of that. Carbine. Also, again, it's lost a lot of value over the years. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. Railgun is definitely good on Guardian. I'm not sure what I would say to swap for Carbine. You could do more Disc Launcher if you wanted to. But otherwise, like, if you have like Graviton Beam 16, that would be nice. Because those are very good weapons. Missile Rack is also a good one, but it doesn't fit the 32 energy of Panther. I mean, neither does Carbine, but yeah, I would mess around with different things in terms of Panther builds. But generally speaking, yeah, that's the only thing that I would do is just obviously the way that you have it now is partially because of the fact that Stalker is not maxed out. But once you get Stalker maxed out, definitely swap these weapons. And you'll do a lot better, I think. What are people saying? I won't upgrade Faye. Waste I'll go with Archangel. I use Faye for my VRPGs, which is amazing. Why not use single EM16? Oh, Hamscon. Wait, Hamscon, you have the 16? Or do you have the 10? I forget. I assume Dual 6 will be decent. Hold on. At top end when double damage becomes high? Yeah, that's true. I want to do autocannon 1v1. Sounds like an awful idea. Mortars are waste. I mean, yeah, they're not. Unfortunately, they're just really, really good weapons. I refuse to use them, and quite a lot of other people are with me on that, but I'm not gonna. I recommend that if people want the best hanger possible, they're gonna want to use Rocket Mortar. Gravy with Panther, and I'm thinking about it, but after Stalker Max. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, Gravy Panther. You got school tomorrow, Hamscona. Okay. We want Mortar 16? No, we don't. Nobody wants that. Be fun to do a custom for one person, like Missile Rex. And then 4 to 5 on the other team with autos. Oh. I think, yeah, I've done something similar to that. Okay, who is next? Let me scroll all the way up again. I did Spiky, Jason, Anchor. I'm getting to you now. Here we go. 1-8. No, not 8-8. 8-4-4-4-6. Brad. You don't have your 5th slot. EM10. That's actually really fortunate to get. And it's even a higher rank than your long arm 10. That's nice. Jav Killshot, good. Disc Launcher Area is also good. Arc Torrent Zephyr, also good. I really can't say that I would change anything. I'd say that you definitely want to unlock your last mech slot pretty soon. Not necessarily like super important that you do it right away, but I would definitely consider doing that soon. Your kill shot should have 16 energy, yes. Once you get your kill shot up another rank, throw the javelin racks out the window. Javelin racks are basically just placeholder rocket mortars at this point in the game. So you're going to want to put rocket mortar 12 and you'll have 18 energy. So rocket mortar 12 and then like a jav 6. And then just keep it at that until you can dually equip rocket mortars. Keep Panther as a sniper, that's a good idea. Keep Ares with disc launcher, that's a good idea. And also Arc Zephyr is equally a good idea. But yeah, I'd say put one more mech in here. Probably Guardian. Guardian would be a good one. And then maybe Missile Rex or something similar. Gecko. 97669. Let me see. Let me scroll down and see what's going on. I keep mortars in the hangar, but typically only pull them out when forced, or after the other players already used them. Yeah, I get you. I get you. It's kind of the same reason that I use disc launcher stalker still. You kind of have to keep things like that in your hangar, even though you don't necessarily want to. It's more of just like if I come across a certain type of player who will completely dominate me if I don't use these things, then I'm just going to have to use them, which is unfortunate. Long Arm Panther, very good. Shotgun Zephyr, very good. Missile Rack Ares, very good, although it's slightly unfortunate that you got the 6, because the 6s are kind of useless. I would definitely not level them up or rank them up any more than that. Just leave them and then replace them with Missile Rack 8s when you can. Pulse Cannon for Guardian. Should work. That should work for now. You could replace those with Missile Rack 8s and then... No, actually what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to save up for Disc Launcher 8. And then put the Disc 8s on Guardian. Unless you've ranked up basically everything and you now have 16 energy on Ares. If Ares is rank 4 by the time you get Disc Launcher 8, then put the Disc Launcher on Ares. And then probably just the Missile Racks on Guardian. Arc Torrent Killshot is not bad. And Shotgun Zephyr is definitely not bad either. If you're able to. Like, once you get Killshot up another rank, and you manage to get Arc 10, it is probably slightly better to put Arc Torrent on Zephyr and Shotgun on Killshot. Because Shotgun is a little bit better at close range, and it has much more of burst damage, and that fits a lot better with Killshot's ability and like the general playstyle. And then having Arc Torrent on Zephyr as opposed to Shotgun gives you a lot more ammo and damage output to work with, which means that if you stun multiple enemies, you're most likely going to be able to kill them, and you won't be screwed if you use up all your shots and then you have to reload and then they come out of their stun and kill you. What are we doing? Red, we are doing hangar reviews. He was doing sentry things. Don't ask how I know, I just do. Oh. Mortar kill shot. Yeah, unfortunately, mortar kill shot is kind of the thing right now. You got Stalker, so I guess I can do Stalker Arc Torrent for my 5th spot. That is definitely a good idea. I would try to get Stalker with the disc launchers, like rearrange things so that Stalker has disc launchers, but otherwise Arc Torrent works very well on it as well. Okay, let me go all the way back. I have to just keep scrolling so far up Every time. Oh no. Okay, so I just did Anchor. Jason, Hans gone. Gecko, just did you. Sentry now. I know I have you in my list, but I'm hoping this is faster. 4, 9, 8, 8, 6. It should be faster. Okay. So you're looking good for sure. I don't know if you saw my Shotgun 8 versus Arc Torrent video, but you'll definitely notice that Shotgun loses a lot of value as you like approach later game with like better pilots and better implants. Arc Torrent just like massively outperforms it. I would put the Arc Torrents on Surge. Disc Launchers on Stalker for sure. I know you have Missile Rack 12, so Missile Rack on Killshot. And then leave these two as they are. That's obviously once you get Stalker to max level. So you need one more level until that happens. Because otherwise you're probably... I mean, Disc Launcher 12, Disc Launcher 8 wouldn't be the worst, but at the same time, eh. But I definitely recommend that once you get Stalker maxed. Well, if I have to use mortars, they'll probably go for Killshot. Or maybe Ares or Zephyr, maybe even Aegis. I know a lot of people who use them on Aegis. By a lot, I mean like I've seen at least 3. So not really a lot. You don't have to use mortars, by the way. Like, I recommend that everybody does it because by you know, participating in the hangar reviews, you're basically just saying, you know, how could I increase the overall performance of my hangar? I personally don't use rocket mortars, and I have never used them since pilots came out. So, no, you don't have to use them. For sure. But I do recommend it if you want to have the best hangar possible, essentially. You gotta go. Okay, bye, Gecko. Mortars on Surge feels weird. Oh, yeah, they are. They are. I have only seen like 2 people use mortars on Surge, and I can tell you from experience it did not work out well for them. Alright, let's get on to the next one. I guess Bricky or Jug are good with mortars. Yeah, Brick House is. Buy me 6-star Disc Launcher 16. I'm thinking the answer is no. Already did Gecko. Devil. 8, 9, 7, 3. Bruh. Okay, well, I definitely know that this is not your actual hangar because of the MVP, obviously. Silence, I notice you. Hold on. So, Devil, you're gonna need to change your hangar a bit, my guy. Nathan, I will get your ID in here before scrolling down to see what in the world Silence is saying. It's not being very silent, I can tell you that much, though. Scroll down so far. You changed your hangar? Okay, well, I'm not gonna review it if you make it garbage on purpose. Silence. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going in order, Silence, so you're gonna have to wait until the point where your ID comes up. Also, Chris, you're gonna have to stop spamming your ID, sir. Yeah, I'm just gonna go all the way back. I'm approaching. I am approaching things. Hold on. Gecko, I did you. Oh, this is Nathan's. And then the next one would be Anchor. No, I did yours. And then Texie. Okay, so after that. Arc Torrent Guardian is actually not bad at all. Disc Launcher Panther works very well. It's very easy to get good results with Disc Launcher Panther. I will just say that. It doesn't necessarily mean it's like the best, but I think Disc Launcher works slightly better on Guardian than it does on Panther, but it is easier to get good results with Panther. Disc Launcher Killshot is very good. Carbine Ares. I mean, I've seen significantly worse than Carbine Ares, to be fair. Ooh, I see what's going on here. So you got 20 energy on your Killshot, but you're only using 16 with the Disc Launcher. Put the Arc 10s on Killshot 100%. You can keep those there, or you could swap them with the Disc 8s, which would probably do a little bit better. Put the Disc Launcher onto Guardian. Unlock your 5th mech slot at this point, probably. And 100% put some type of sniper weapon onto Panther. Preferably Railgun, EM Rifle, or Long Arm 12. And I think that'll kind of cover all your bases. You'll have 2 Disc Launcher builds, which would be, you know, meta-friendly, of course. When you unlock the last slot, you're going to want to put mortars in there. Unless you don't like mortars, then just don't. I don't care. Missile rack is also a good option. But you definitely need range. You have 0 range, and honestly, your hanger speed is very low. This is the only kind of hanger speed that you got. So you're going to suffer when it comes to mortars. You're going to suffer a lot when it comes to mortars, because this is the only thing that they won't be able to easily kill. And you're not going to have any range, so that's not like you're going to be able to like pick them off from a distance. And you're not going to be able to say, like on certain maps, there are places that you can hide underneath so that mortars can't hit you. But if you have no range, then you can't do anything while you're under there. So you're essentially just useless. Just stand there doing nothing. Just trying to survive a little bit. So you definitely want range. And if you were to get a 5th mech, you probably want it to be something a little bit faster that doesn't necessarily immediately die to rocket mortar. Or get something with rocket mortar itself, because that would also help your situation. Okay, so let me do Texie and then I'll see what's going on. Again, 290989. There's a lot of 9s in here, Texie. Just saying. Okay, got your hanger up. Whoa. How do you tag people? Yeah, it is a lot easier on Discord. As far as I'm aware, you can't tag people on mobile. You have to do it on a computer. Like, I'm on my laptop right now, so if I type @ and then I have put in an R, and then I think it requires at least 2 letters, so RE, and then it just like it shows Red's profile, just like sitting there, and then you can you could click on it, or you could just press enter to select it, and that'll tag somebody. But you can't do that with mobile. I've tried many times, and it just does not work. I do change the hanger based on map. Okay, well, just unlock Shadow today to play with y'all, so be in the lineup soon. Oh, Interesting investment. Shadow's fun, though. It doesn't? Let me try. I am very certain, at least for me, just for mobile users yet. Not on Android. I tried it on Android. I don't know if it works on iOS, but at least for Android, you cannot tag people. Okay, I did Texie. Where is... Well, no, I'm doing Texie, sorry. I did... Wait, Silence, did I do you? Or am I going to have to do you next? I'll do you next, and I'll probably recognize the hanger if I see it. Stop reminding me that I can't tag you. Longarm Ares is actually not bad. Although, if I'm being honest, you could probably get more mileage out of swapping these builds. This is definitely a good idea for Stalker. This is definitely a good idea for Killshot. And honestly, this is probably a good idea for Rocket Mortar too. Because you don't need anything special for Rocket Mortar. You just need to slap it on literally anything that has the energy capacity. Because you're just going to be sitting in the back. You're not even going to be seen pretty much the entire game. And if you are seen, I'll be completely honest, at that point in the game, you're probably getting overrun, losing a lot of your beacons, and you don't want to still be in your rocket mortars anymore. A lot of people spend way too much time trying to optimize their rocket mortar build so that they can survive for the longest amount of time. And it just doesn't work. Like, it quite simply doesn't work. Like, if I have, like, 4 of the 5 beacons, and then I'm coming for this guy who's using rocket mortars in the back, he will fight to the freaking death to try to keep his rocket mortars alive, 9 times out of 10. But it's like, no, like, at this point, you clearly don't need rocket mortar anymore. It's clearly not doing you any good. But yeah, I would really only just swap these 2 builds. And that should do you pretty well, actually. Like, after that, obviously, it's really just working up your mechs, getting them ranked up, getting higher energy weapons. You definitely don't want to be using Missile Rack 8 if you don't have Missile Rack 12. Because as it is, you have 18 energy. And when you get to 20 energy, that's when you're going to really start seeing Missile Rack 8 losing a lot of value. You could use Shotgun 8s on Killshot if you got them from the Derby. That would be really good. I want to say I remember seeing that you were just like last minute grinding the Derby. If you manage to get Shotgun 8, that'll probably be a better idea than Missile Rack, considering you're already starting to lose value from the energy. Assuming you don't have Missile Rack 12. If you have Missile Rack 12, then that's kind of a different story. Missile Rack's probably better. But yeah, that's really the only thing I would do. Silence. Did I do you? Your ID doesn't look familiar, but I don't know. No, I don't think so. Okay, here we go. Amazing build. That looks ridiculous. That looks a lot like the build that I was using last night. I was using EM Rifle 16 and Shotgun 4 on my Aegis. And it was an experience. You have 2 EM16s. There is no reason that you should be using 2 sniper builds, number 1. And number 2, there's no reason that you shouldn't be using 2 EM16s on Guardian. Like, quite simply put, yes, you have really good pilot, really good implants, but quite simply put, like, a single EM shot destroys basically everything. EM16 is just so much better than Railgun at this point in the game, and it's unfortunate to say, but it's kind of true. And then it's more fun. I mean, sure. But if you give me your ID, then I'm going to tell you what you're going to have to do in order to make it more effective. So, this is very good. This is very good. This is very good. I mean, again, you could definitely get away with using 2 disc launcher builds, and for as unfortunate as that is, it is true. If you don't want to use rocket mortar, Missile Rack 12 could be pretty good for Aegis. Otherwise, you know, the current meta will be very forgiving with a double disc launcher build. I'll just put that there. Like, if you were to use 2 Missile Rack builds or something, then you're gonna have a lot of problems, but not so much for disc launcher. But I definitely recommend you not use 2 sniper builds unless this is just for fun. Then whatever. But EM Rifle Guardian and then Killshot probably with mortars. And if you don't want mortars, then Missile Rack would also be good choice. And if you end up putting Missile Rack on Aegis, then you could put Disc Launcher onto Killshot. And if you only want to use 1 Disc Launcher build and you put Missile Rack onto Aegis and you put the EMs onto Guardian, then honestly, I don't know. I don't know what other... I think the only other 12 energy weapon left is like Long Arm 12, which is pointless if you're trying to get rid of an extra sniper build, or Carbine, and Carbine's not fantastic anymore. Am I missing one? I don't think so. Oh, Graviton Beam. Graviton Beam's actually pretty good. But none of these mechs would really fit Graviton Beam very much, to be honest. I'm pretty sure I already did Chris, but he keeps spamming his ID. Yep, I already did Chris, Red. Gotcha. 9953 220. Please don't bully my Killshot, it's my child. Whoa, hold on, screw Killshot. I didn't do you, Chris? I'm pretty sure I did. Can anyone confirm that? I'm very certain that I passed you up multiple times already because I already did it. Oh, you didn't redo your hanger, Red? Yeah, I can tell from the SP. Yeah, there you go. Best hanger ever. You don't even need the 3rd or 4th mech slots. The only thing I would say is, like, you definitely want to max the Stasis Beam 8 first, because that's the most OP one. The obvious Thermal Lance 2 next, probably, but otherwise. Imposter, I don't think I did you. No. Did you put your ID in here? Did I pass you up? Imposter, I don't see your ID in here. It might not have shown, so like you might have to do it again. Unconventional kill shots for the win. Kill shots suck. Not right now, I'm busy. Oh, my coffee's cold. His ID is literally right here. Silence. Like it's on the screen right now. You'll fix that, Abomination. Okay. Well, until somebody else puts in their ID, I don't think, Savage Eagle. Well, you're gonna have to put your ID in the chat. You and Imposter 0. I do not see your IDs in the chat anywhere. Chris, I already did you, and I am 100% certain of that. Bossy, okay. You put your ID in like 30 times, and I remember passing it up like 29 of those times because I already did it once. Why am I doing this to myself? I don't know. What are you doing to yourself? Disc Launcher Ares is good, but you also have Disc Launcher Guardian. That's interesting. Shotgun Surge, I mean, that'll work for a while, yeah. You definitely want to put Arc Torrents onto Surge at some point, but this will work just fine. Long Arm Brick House. That shouldn't be too bad. If you wanted to use mortars, then I definitely recommend putting them onto Brick House as opposed to anything else. Otherwise, as far as Brick House goes, Long Arm is probably the best weapon option. In terms of everything else, I mean, once again, you can definitely get away with using multiple disc launcher builds, but I'm already seeing a problem arising for you, is that you have the 8s and the 12s and you don't have the 16. So your only option once you start to rank up Guardian is putting 2 12s on Guardian and 2 8s on Ares. So your Ares is going to lose a lot of value from that. So just because that is the situation that you're in, because you don't have Disc 16, you're going to want to probably just switch it now so that you don't get into a situation later where it's causing you problems. Because yeah, like you're not going to want to have to last minute change your weapons up. You're going to want to start working on it as early as possible. So in terms of Guardian, if you got the EM16 or like any of the heavy EM rifles or any of the heavy graviton beams, those are all pretty good for Guardian. And I would suggest using those. Definitely not Stasis Beam. Stasis Beam isn't really worth it, but if you have like the 10, 12, or 16 graviton beams, then those might work. Well, maybe not the 10 so much, but the 12 and 16 could be good. Morphles, I sent you a video of me using Killshot with EM16 and Jab. Will you accept my unconventional Killshot? I will accept a lot of unconventional builds. I will not accept Killshot, though, because screw Killshot. Oh, wait. I don't know. There you go. Screw Killshot. Killshot is by far my least favorite mech, and it is my least favorite mech quite simply because basically every player in the game worships it. And that got on my nerves really, really early on, and I never even bought the mech just because of that. Because, like, it was so unreasonably powerful right in the beginning. So, I mean, it's not as good as Surge, like, by now. You can do more with Surge than you can with Killshot at this point in the game. But just for the fact that everybody loves it so much and it's their little baby. What a bad reason. Look, I know. It is kind of petty of me. I agree. I'm not necessarily trying to justify my reason. I just got really sick of it in the beginning of the game when people were using it, and it was such a one-hit mech. And this was back before pilots, before any of the really OP weapons either. So it just really bothered me, and I was just like, no, you know what? I'm not getting this mech. I'm gonna use other things. I also gave up on Panther and Zephyr very early on too, because they were also stupidly OP mechs when I got them. Surge is stupidly OP now, but when I got him, and even I think by the time I maxed him, he was actually really, really bad. This was before the Surge buff. But I used him a lot before the Surge buff. And just for that reason, I still managed to have fun using Surge. You're like Nihilus 2.0 because he's the exact same. Yes, screw Killshot. Nihilus knows what's up. Okay, anyway. What was I saying for... Yeah, I think just, like, any of the heavy graviton beams would be nice for Guardian. Otherwise, you could swap... Otherwise, you could put, like, EM16 or, like, any heavy EM rifles on here. And then choose something different for Brickhouse. Honestly, you don't even really want Brickhouse in your hangar for very much longer if you can help it. Nihilus says screw Killshot and buys Tengu. Tengu's not OP though. Like, none of the light mechs are, because they quite simply don't have the energy capacity to be, like, so super game breaking. Like, Tengu gets close. Don't get me wrong. It's the closest a light mech has ever gotten to being a meta mech, but, like, at the end of the day, you really don't want any light mechs in your hangar. In a max hangar, you don't even really want any light mechs. Because you can get maximum speed just from Killshot and Surge, and those are medium mechs, and you get, like, almost twice the freaking damage output. Tengu has, like, 4 abilities rolled into one. Yeah, well, so does Redox. That doesn't make it good. There are combinations that, like, make it bad. Like, Redox and Surge. Like, Surge used to be completely crap, so... Red, did you fix yours? Hold on. I could probably check. But yeah, I mean, do I recommend people use a Killshot in their hangar? Yeah, obviously, because it is still really good. Do I personally like Killshot? No. Will I ever use it? Probably not. It's kind of the same thing with mortars, though. Like, I won't use rocket mortar, but I can't deny that they're good, and I can't deny that, like, it is a good idea to use them. But, you know, liking it and agreeing that it's effective is two completely different things. Is Orion balanced? Not really. I mean, kind of. It's balanced in the way of that at top end, Orion isn't really doing you a whole lot because you already have max everything and are dealing stupid amounts of damage to even, you know, other maxed players. So having Orion to deal even more damage is completely unnecessary. So Orion is nice in the fact that, like, when you have it at a low rank, it still competes with things that are higher level. So it's a lot more, like, free-to-play friendly. Like, if you have it at a lower level, then it's still able to kind of deal with things. And if somebody free-to-play has it, and they have, like, a lower squad power against somebody who's completely maxed, like, Orion's going to be able to deal good damage. Orion has, like, 5 abilities in one, and has 24 energy. I mean, agreed, but that doesn't mean it's, like, the best... doesn't mean it's the best mech. Again, Redox has multiple abilities rolled into one, but he's so bad. And Surge used to be the same way. Surge used to be completely garbage. Like, you can have a lot of abilities. You can have the fanciest ability in the entire world, but the mech still be pretty bad. It's literally... I think it's better mech